do some, I don't know, late night modern streaming of my red green LD deck. So um, I'm just trying out some new changes. I took out one Spellskite in the sideboard to make room for a third Thrun in the sideboard, so that post board against a lot of control decks and some of the like Eldrazi decks, I would have an extra solid blocker against them, as well as a pretty good offense. A lot of control decks, you play a Thrun on turn 3 or turn 4, and they just can't do anything. They just can't race you, short of like Wrath or Damnation. So I'm trying that out as well. I had a good conversation with my buddy Malishkamo, James Mellish, and he suggested that I try Xenagos, the Reveler. Part of my logic behind that is that like I've been trying Garruk Wildspeaker for off and on for a while, because it does two things for you. It helps, at least in my deck where I have more creatures that destroy lands, it helps you kind of pivot from being an aggressive deck to being a ramp deck. It does kind of whatever you need it to do at the time. But the one thing that I found is that like it dies a lot, and after just making a 3/3 or something, so like a 4-mana 3/3 is not so great. But what I've noticed is that the extra, like staying at 3 loyalty, is actually surprisingly relevant when it comes to staying alive. So I'm trying Xenagos as a potential replacement. It makes 2/2s that block as well as attack. They have haste, and then it adds mana, which one of the key features about Garruk that I wanted was that it can you can on a turn 2 Garruk draw when you play your Arbor Elf and then you tap. You play an Arbor Elf turn 1, and then you play a Forest, and then an Utopia Sprawl on one of your lands, and then you tap it, and then you untap it, and you tap it again for 4 mana. You can play Garruk and plus it to untap and then cast a 3-mana Stone Rain or like a Blood Moon or something. But that doesn't happen very often, and that's the one case where I think Xenagos is worse than Garruk. Outside of that, though, I speculate that like the ceiling on Xenagos is just higher than it is with Garruk, so I'm gonna give that a shot. Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. As soon as I can get an opponent, this is the longest I've ever been in queue, so that's awesome. What else? So yeah, and then I'm just trying to figure out whether making 2/2s is drastically lower in quality than making 3/3s. Like Garruk makes 3/3s, which block and kill a lot of things. Like they block, like the 2/2s and the 3/3s, they block the same amount of things, but Garruks just kill things more often. And I just upped my stream quality settings, so it looks like I'm over here dropping frames, and I'm going to pause real quick and try to get that. Well, no, it doesn't look like I'm dropping frames anymore. Okay. So, well, we'll keep an eye on it, and if you guys notice anything, let me know. Alright, so looks like we've got not a great hand. So these Stomping Grounds turn into mountains plus Blood Moon, and I don't have any spells to accelerate me. Okay, well, I'm on the play. So I'm on the draw, and I have a scry. So I'm going to keep this hand because I get a draw and a scry, and all I need is just a second land, and it's fine. Even a second land, in the top 3 cards is good. I can still play the Arbor Elves, so we'll go ahead and keep it. Oh, there we go. It's not a mountain though, which sucks, but we still get another shot at red mana. And we still have a play on 3 with the Beast Within, depending on what kind of deck he's playing. And so, which Beast Within actually could be quite a good play. Okay, so let's just go ahead and play the second Arbor Elf. And hope he doesn't have anything. Oh, what you got? So 2 untapped Mana Leak. Okay. Nope, I cannot play for Mana Leak. So Steam Vents. So probably I'm going to assume some sort of Grixis control deck. I should have attacked there. But okay. Okay, so we've got our red source here. He has quite a bit of untapped mana, so this is going to be a rough game. Being that we can't just slam spells, but I have the ability to try to tap him out on his next turn. So I'm going to give that a shot and see how it goes. So let's go ahead and attack here. Get some damage in. Okay. I'm going to refresh the... Okay, so... Grixis Delve. Okay. It seems like a decent Beast Within target. Okay, Beast Within. And